standing up against the Alberta UCP government's use of the notwithstanding clause to end the teachers' strike. These protesters outside Calgary City Hall say that's an attack on their rights by the province, and they're calling out the government's overreach. The rally is organized by the nonprofit Alberta Civic Integrity Project and various grassroots groups fearing workers' rights are not being protected.
What it shows is that really anyone's rights are up for negotiation. If you don't like the deal that the government offers you and you protest against that, the government will simply violate your rights and there's nothing you can do about it. And what we're seeing is that this is not the way that the notwithstanding clause was ever intended to be used.
The rarely used notwithstanding clause was invoked late last month by the Smith government to pass a bill that ended the 3-week-long teacher strike, and it allows them to temporarily override certain constitutional rights. Smith defended its use on her weekend Chorus radio show.
I didn't want this carrying on for months and months and months because what happens with our bargaining with teachers, we do a bargaining at a provincial table to settle some big issues. And then there's a bargaining that happens at each of the 61 school boards. And so what we didn't want to see is 61 individual strikes breaking out.
The Alberta Teachers Association is challenging the constitutionality of the law in court. Back at the rally, this teacher of more than 2 decades is also a canvasser for a petition on provincial funding for independent or private schools.
They fund private education higher than any other province in the country, and they fund public education at the lowest, right, compared to other provinces in our country.
There were also protesters from various other groups and causes at this event.
And it is the epitome of a grassroots movement that is starting from just people who look at what's happening, say, I don't like this, finding each other, and it is growing in size and frequency. And so I think that by the time we hit the next election, this could be a powerful, powerful movement here across our province.
The ATA is asking the court to pause Bill 2 until its constitutional challenge is heard. In Calgary, Amar Shah, City News.